Well, it all really started with disciple leadership.
And I did not hear a voice from above, but my heart heard, that would be you. And I would go, no, 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 I don't do prison. But those thoughts wouldn't let me go.
In the back of my mind, I always wanted to do prison ministry, but just it never was the right time. I announced to my church that I was going to the prison and they could go with me if they wanted to. And 17 people came forward to be part of that ministry.
I was seeking for something like that, and I thought, well, why not try this?
Couldn't believe I was out there, first of all. There was always some apprehension, a little bit of, didn't understand whether you'd be safe. You had folks saying, are you going into a prison?
My honest reaction was, this is going to be a scary, dark place, and I was very nervous about it.
But it was something that within the first 15 minutes of being in the prison and seeing the reaction and the gratitude of the people in the prison to what we were doing, several of the inmates said, we thank God for the volunteers who take of their time and come out to be with us.
They all tell us that this is the highlight of their week, that they just love, can't wait for Monday to come around.
They're in a place that they need something that they can hold on to. It's a harsh environment in which they live. They're looking for somebody who loves them, somebody who can lift them up, somebody who can guide them to where they ought to be and who they ought to be.
We have gotten down on our knees and prayed for each other, where we have just stopped class and gone over and laid hands on a member and prayed for them. And those are just very emotionally uplifting times.
And yes, it has been transformational. We had one inmate who came into class one night and had a really hard week, and his eyes were bloodshot. And he said, as he's walking into the class, he said, I ripped up the Bible and I ripped up your study guide. And I said, well, did you have a chance to do our lesson before you ripped up the Bible? And he says, no, I didn't have a chance to do the lesson. Well, through the end of that class, we had a laying of the hands on this gentleman, and by the end of our program, he was one of the men that wanted to be baptized from the program. So to have someone that was so distraught and angry to then want to be baptized, it was certainly transformational.
The most amazing thing to me was that I was transformed and I was changed. And not only did it change who I was, it made me see life in a completely different manner. And what I wasn't expecting, and what I would say was the most fascinating thing that happened to me, was I didn't expect to find Christ in the prison. So I say to people, if you want to see Christ and you want to find Christ, go to the prison.
There are over 2 million people incarcerated in the United States today. If that were a foreign nation, we'd be organizing to send missionaries.
I do encourage you to support Disciple Bible Outreach Ministry. It's doing such a great job in the prison system of North Carolina. It's making a change in these men's lives and women's lives. It lets them know that there's somebody out there that still cares for them, but that they still can be forgiven if they accept that forgiveness. And they can become a part of God's creation again.
Disciple Bible Outreach.
Ministering in the prisons and pews of North Carolina.
Sharing the grace of God with a world in need.
Hello, I'm Mark Hicks, Executive Director of Disciple Bible Outreach Ministries. Transformation through Bible study is at the very heart of the ministry of Disciple Bible Outreach Ministries. Our mission is to take the Bible everywhere, in the prisons and in the pews, wherever and whenever we can. In the words of John Wesley, our ministry is to spread scriptural holiness throughout the land. I want to thank you for the generous support this ministry has received through your prayers, through your volunteer service, and through your financial gifts. And I especially want to thank you for your support for this special offering. Please know that your gifts are making a difference. May God bless you as we work together to make disciples for Jesus Christ in the prisons and pews of North Carolina.